What's up, everybody? Well, at least new to me. This didn't vibe with a friend of mine, so I snatched it from her. This is the Spiritsong Tarot. It's from US Games. I know that because it says on the back here. There's no box. As I said, this was a previously loved deck. It's by Paulina Fay, and they spell it Fay, like my friend Ginger Fay. I love that. It says tarot is a tool for empowerment and insight. It's an accurate way to unlock the subconscious mind, bringing thoughts and feelings into awareness through tarot symbolism. As a device for guidance and messages, tarot can help clarify situations so you can make the best decisions on your life's journeys. Okay, I should have started with the second one. Let's see. The Spiritsong deck is a melding of the two traditions of divination, one where animals are seen as spirit helpers between our world and the spirit world, and one that uses the 78 cards as a tool to connect with our highest self. The Spiritsong tarot structure is based on the traditional tarot containing the 22 majors and 56 minors. 4 suits, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Okay. Oh, that's what it was. The Spiritsong suits. I had to put them back in order for this flip through, but they don't use the traditional suits. There are acorns for fire, feathers for air, shells for water, and crystals for earth. I'm not mad at it. I was at first. I didn't like it, but you know, I built a bridge and got over it. So I love the backs of these cards. And as far as the cardstock, it's the same cardstock as the Darkwood Tarot, if you have that. I love the Darkwood Tarot. I just had Sasha Graham on the other day, come to think of it. Okay. So, let's look at the first card. Yeah, at first I was put off with the different suits, but upon further reflection, I ain't mad at it. So, the Traveler. And here's something cool. It gives you like little keywords, similar to an oracle card. So, the Traveler, as we know, is the Fool, and that's adventure and potential are the two keywords they put down. So, we've got the Gazelle. Free-spirited Gazelle is the explorer of new paths and seeker of new adventures. Following his intuition, he bounds gracefully into the unknown. Ew. Okay, he swiftly changes direction and zigzags to avoid complications. As a result of this ability, he's comfortable in his own vulnerability. Gazelles prompt you to harness your own youthful enthusiasm that will help fuel the way to new experiences and a bright future. At the same time, he wants you to remember to look where you're going when leaping into new terrain. See what? This is really good. I'm here for it. All right, now let's flip through, shall we? The Magician is a raven, and of course I'm gonna love that, right? My two favorite things, the Magician card and a raven. Okay, so we got the High Priestess. I love how the High Priestess has a little crescent moon on her forehead. The Empress. Ooh. The Emperor. Focus and stability. Ooh, Shaman. It was not easy going through. I did see Shaman in here, and I'm remembering it now, but it was not easy going through this deck and not paying attention, trying to put them in order. Um, it was a chore, and I'm very proud of myself. Love our wolves. The Chariot. Discipline and determination. I like to say forward momentum with controlled aspects. Strength, courage, endurance. Where's the Lemnis Gate? I need the infinity symbol. I don't see it. Those bastards! The Hermit. I'm a Leo, and the Strength card is associated with Leo, so that's an important card for me. I'm bummed they don't have the infinity symbol. The Hermit, contemplation and wisdom. Every time I see koalas, all I can think of is that most of the koala population has gonorrhea. That just blows my mind. The Wheel. Change and possibility. Justice. Truth and clarity. The Hanged Man. Patience and perspective. Transformation. Cicadas. Dude, when those bad boys hatch, I live in the desert country, and we get a lot of those. Temperance. Balance and harmony. I like how it's got the black and white stripes for balance. Pretty clever. See, this is a really cute deck, you guys. And it's not too cute like the Halloween Oracle I was using, which kind of was starting to make me sick. It was so sweetly cute. The Shadow. They don't put the devil on here. Self-empowerment and ambition, which is true if you're looking at the Capricorn aspect of the devil card. It's all about identity. I like to read the devil card as being chained to something unhealthy for you. The Tower, release and revelation. The Star, peace and healing. I love swans because they're so beautiful, but they will break your arm with their wing. That's how strong they are. You don't mess with them. Moon. Imagination, perception. And every time I see an owl, I think of my co-host Selena, one of my dearest friends. The Sun. Vitality and joy. Awakening, renewal, enlightenment. Instead of the Judgment card, it's a peacock. I love it. The World, fulfillment, celebration. It's a blue whale. Okay. The Ace of Crystals, manifestation and prosperity. So this is the earth signs. Pentacles. 2 is balance and adaptability. A rue for 2. The B is 3. Collaboration and productivity. The 4 is an otter. Oh, control and security. 5 is persistence, new possibilities. See, that I don't like that. The Five of Pentacles is a card of material trouble. I'm going to have to think on this. That's one I don't like. Six of Crystals. Synergy. Gratitude. What are those things called? Meerkats? Seven of Crystals. Options and results. The Eight. Dedication and progress. Mastery. Same thing. Security. Abundance. I love that it's the spider. 10. Stability and attainment. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So the page is a fox. Yes, one of my spirit animals. Ideas and discipline. My grandma gave me a puppet when I was a kid. I just remembered it looking at that card. And the puppet was called Reynard. Reynard Rouge was his name, because Reynard in French is fox. They went to France when I was a kid. And then we've got the Knight, endurance and determination. Comfort, prosperity. Courage and commitment. I love that one. Okay, now we've got the Ace of Feathers. Mental clarity and foundation. Decisions, direction. And these are the air signs, swords, by the way. The Three of Feathers is a moth, and that's release and recovery. The Four. Oh, look at the bear resting. Sanctuary, rest. So far, it's just the one card I don't vibe with. That's pretty decent so far. All right, 5. Strategy, resilience. Let's see. I lean more into the betrayal aspect of this card. But I'm okay with that. I can work with that. 6. Transition and insights. I'm going to have to see if Selena wants to do Animal Spirit Night, where we read cards with Animal Spirit decks. So we've got a cheetah for the 7 of Swords, preparation and resourcefulness, which I'm not mad at too, because one of the things I say for the 7 of Swords is step very lightly, and you don't get much lighter than cheetah. The 8, courage and solutions. That's one I'm not incredibly on board with, but I can deal. The 9, perspective, self-empowerment. I like the porcupines. Perspective and self-empowerment. I don't know about that one either. I'm going to put that over here. The 10 of Swords, or 10 of Feathers, recovery, transformation. See, I'm not happy with that one either. That's a painful ending is how I always read the 10 of Feathers. And I see that they're trying to put a positive spin on things. But tarot is dirty. Tarot is down and dirty. It's supposed to show you what you don't want to look at, not gloss over it in a toxic, positive kind of way. Whew, that rant came out of nowhere. Page of Feathers, exploration, discovery. Curious Mind. The Knight of Feathers, action and focus. Coyote Spirit, another one of mine. Queen of Feathers is a bat, ironically, no feathers. Perception and truth. I'm not too picky about the court cards because there's so many ways to read them. The King of Feathers, logic and justice. Yeah. Cold logic. They need to put see, they're being all happy-dappy about everything. So, the Ace of Acorns. This is the fire suit. Now, this is Wands. And let's move this aside, shall we? So the Ace is creative force, confidence. And the 2 is insight and focus. Look, you could see my tremors. I forget they're there sometimes. It always surprises me. So the 2 of Wands is insight, focus. 3 is foresight and exploration. Yeah, I can see that, but there's an element of what you put forward in the 2 is coming back to you in the 3, which will cause stability in the 4. Comfort and community. And the 5 of Wands, challenge and growth. See, growth. That I can see it, yes, but that's not the main meaning of the card. It's conflict, differing opinions. That's why everybody in that card has different clothing on, different livery. It represents different ideas. So, the 6 of Acorns, success, triumph. And the 7 of Acorns, determination, stamina. Is that a Wolverine? A honey badger? Honey badger don't tell you no shit. 8, energy, results. See, no, I'm not on board with that one either. The 8 of Wands is the card of swiftness. It's the card of things happening very quickly at the speed of thought. It's ruled by Sagittarius and Mercury. That's one I'm going to have to digest further. So the 9 is power and perseverance, survival. And the 10 of Wands, responsibility and dedication. See, it puts a positive spin on oppression and heavy burden. But at least I could see where it's coming from. That responsibility is the oppression. I just don't like the way they sidestep it. The Page of Acorns, discovery and enthusiasm. The Knight, action, drive. It's Pumbaa! The Queen of Acorns, passion, excuse me, passion, creativity. The King, optimism, innovation. I can get behind that one. It seems like the court cards are well thought out. Okay, the Ace of Shells. This is water. So, the Ace of Shells is happiness, abundance. No. It is not. The Ace of Shells contains the energy of all the water signs. It's emotion, spirituality. They're limiting the card. I can see why somebody gave it up. It must have pissed them off too. I'm actually going to keep it though. Why? I'm not sure, but that voice in my head is saying, hang on to this. The Two of Shells. I know who it's for. I have a young student, and I think this is going to be good for her. Okay, so let's go on. The 2 is union and harmony. The 3 is playfulness and bliss. Yeah, that's the Coven card. The 4 is soul searching, reevaluation. It's still a whitewashing the feelings of boxed in and anxiety and depression. And I'm going to put that in that pile. And the 5 of Shells, hope, readjustment. Nope. So the 6 is sentiment and joy. I don't like the cups at all, apparently. This is the nostalgia card, which I could see sentiment for. So, okay, we're going to keep this one here. The 7, choice, ambitions. Yeah, okay, we're down with that. The 8, quest, renewal. See, they make leaving sound positive. This card is abandoning something that just isn't working anymore, but they make it look like, yay, a quest. Which obviously, if something's ending, something new is beginning. They're just going around it, coming at it from an angle I'm not comfortable with. The 9 of Cups, or 9 of Shells, gratitude and fulfillment. It's the card of material happiness. So the 10, blessings, well-being. It's actually legacy, but we can go with blessings, happy ending. And who doesn't love a happy ending? And then we've got the Page, intuition, inspiration. The Knight, charm and passion. I guess I'm really set in my definitions. Who would have thunk? So the Queen, peace, compassion. That's psychic power too. The King of Shells, harmony, integrity. Alright, so let's see what we ended up with. Dang, we got a list here. So the 8 of Cups, quest, renewal. Can I get behind that one? Yeah. Because I know it's abandoned success. So the 7, choice, ambitions. I can go with choice. I can get behind that. 6, sentiment, joy. And this is kind of a problem for me, but oh, I can hear my laundry's done in the other room. Yeah, I can deal with that. That's not a game changer. A deal breaker. So the 5 of Shells, hope, readjustment. No. The 4, soul searching, reevaluation. Yeah, I can get behind that. The Ace, happiness, abundance. I'm not on board with that one completely. The Eight of Acorns energy results. Technically, that's true. If you're using a Thoth deck, the main aspect of that is the energy, so I can get behind that. The Nine of Feathers, perspective, self-empowerment. No. And the Five of Crystals, the Five of Pentacles, persistence, new possibilities. See, that's what you say to somebody you don't want to upset. Oh, keep with it. New possibilities are coming. Yeah, because shit's going sideways now. All right, so 4. That's not too bad. What do we have? The Nine of Feathers, perspective and self-empowerment. This is the card in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck that has the woman sitting up in bed holding her face. I read that card as the past is going to fuck with your present, and if that happens, it's going to fuck with your future. Perspective, I can see it, looking at it from that perspective, so you may live. It's killing me, but you may live, and you too. Happiness, abundance. I'm just going to say that I don't agree with this one and read it how I normally read it. And the Five of Cups, hope, readjustment. See, the Five of Cups to me is being so focused on the 3 cups you've lost that you're not paying attention to the 2 cups you have. So looking at it from that perspective, I could possibly get behind the readjustment aspect of this card. I'll take it out for a test spin when I go to Bisbee next week. Wow, they really need to be broken in. They're bigger than normal size. Where is my Rider-Waite-Smith deck? I never put it back. Okay. I know that over time these will soften up and be worked in. I just gotta play with them a little bit. Past, present, and a fuchsia. Yeah, I'm still going to use this deck. So we've got the Six of Pentacles upside down. All right. We have a 6 on each side. But what's in the middle of that? The Four of Feathers. So here's the thing. Choice. Trust. This is pissing me off. And this is the Lovers card. Not just love. The Lovers card. This is a union of 2 forces that are not just physical, but emotional and spiritual. The Four of Feathers in reverse. So that's the Four of Swords. This is what I call the Calm Your Tits card. The Four of Feathers is a card on this deck of sanctuary and rest. When it's reversed, maybe you've spent too much time hiding away. It's time to get back into things. Okay, so the Six of Crystals, or the Six of Pentacles, they put synergy and gratitude. I don't know about that. The Six of Pentacles is the one where he's handing out coin. Charity. When this is reversed, I'm trying to make it tie in with their so it's just gonna go my own way. This is a card of Taurus. Taurus deals with what we have, what we value. The Six of Crystals, or Six of Pentacles in reverse, is asking you to take a closer look at what you value. Is now the time to be handing out money to other people, or is now the time to hold on to things? On another way to go with this is you have lent somebody money and baby, you're never getting it back. All right, it's just not gonna happen. So quit waiting for that. Quit waiting for that moment when you're gonna be repaid. You made the choice. All right, you did it out of love. So that's what I have for you. The Spiritsong Tarot by Paulina Fay. Not in a long time has a deck given me a migraine like this one did, but I can work with it. I can do this. It's just gonna take a little getting to know it. Anyway, let me know. Do you have this deck? Do you like this deck? What kind of readings do you do with it? Do you have good animal spirit readings? Let me know. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.